A very good evening to one and all. We at Management Me are at the full talks, which is called as the secrets of living a full life. So F stands for fearless, U stands for unstoppable, L stands for limitless, and L stands for loving. So as usual, we are live here at 8:30 p.m. on this Wednesday. And today onwards, we are starting a new series, which is called as the Leadership Series. And yes, it is going to be fun. It is going to be interesting. And it is definitely going to be, yes. So we're going to soon start. I need to check whether the preparing live stream is happening or not. Nidhi, can you check if we are live?
Yes, Miss, I will.
Yes, it's not happening, Kalpa. Just check. Can you check whether it is coming live?
Viji, I have checked on my YouTube. It is live.
It is live? Okay. I saw some other notification, so I thought it is live.
Yes, right here.
Yes. Wonderful,
Yes, Miss,
wonderful,
it is
wonderful.
live.
Yeah. So what it is like, sometimes what happens when everything goes well, you sort of doubt, ki sab theek hai? Good, without any glitch. All right. So yes, we are going to start with Kajal Wadekar.
So, hello everyone, my name is Kajal Wadekar and I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's in biotechnology. I'm here at Management Me School of Confidence to enhance my public speaking skills and develop my personality. So, now I'm going to introduce you to my mentor, Miss B.G. Tushar Faria. So, Ms. B.G. Tushar Faria is a founder of Management Me, a personal growth company specializing in transforming individuals to become their best version through training, coaching, and mentoring, thereby enhancing productivity and helping the organization in bringing down attrition. She's an ex vice principal, award winning speaker, author, psychotherapist, mentor, and a leadership coach, all rolled into one. She was recently felicitated with the International Iconic Woman Award and was a speaker at the International Women's Parliament Conclave held at Samrat at Delhi, which was attended by delegates and ambassadors from 27 countries. She has been coached by Brian Tracy, Sunil Tulsani, Amit Parekh, Rajesh Ramola, Arfin Khan, Dr. David Lincoln, Dr. Mangesh Das, and Raj Gopal. She has started this leadership series where we get the benefits of interacting with inspirational men and women. Thank you, ma'am, for the same.
Thank you, Kajal. Hello, everyone. I am Jay Gupta, a student of Symbiosis Institute, Pune. I am pursuing product design, and it is a pleasure to introduce someone who is into smile design. Let's meet a great enthusiastic person, Dr. Darshita, who is a dental surgeon, India's leading dental yoga expert, and an ambitious mother of two. She completed her BDS in 2009 and went on to study aesthetic dentistry in New York University in 2010. She also completed her post-graduation diploma in hard and soft tissue lasers in dentistry from the Aachen University of Germany in 2014. She further completed another diploma in implant dentistry from the School of Dental Implants in Hyderabad in 2015. Her latest academic qualification of a master's degree from the prestigious Smelist Academy of Hungary in deep specialization of non-invasive jaw alignment makes her a leading voice and expert in bringing the cutting-edge advanced dental science to India. Dr. Darshita is passionate about helping people in reinventing their smiles and building self-confidence and esteem through her signature treatments like smile design, full mouth rehabilitation, single sitting root canals, and no teeth to fix it with dental implants in just 1 week at Visaria Dentistry, which is known as India's leading holistic dental clinic. So, welcome, Darshita ma'am.
Wow. I want everybody to give a huge round of applause and welcome Darshita ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a very humbling experience when your entire biography kind of in short is read like this. So thank you so much, BG, for giving me this opportunity to help motivate these young minds and other viewers on YouTube as well.
Wow. So I would like you to say a few words starting with Jay Gupta and Kajal's performance here. So I want to take this opportunity also for you to, assess their speaking skills as of now. I'm being a little selfish, but I feel, when my children win, I win. So
Yes.
that's the reason why I'm asking you for the same.
That's very sweet of you, because always when we mentor someone, we get so invested in them that when we see their progress and when especially it's acknowledged from an other person as well, you feel that, you have contributed somehow. So both of them were wonderful, Kajal and Jay Gupta. Thank you. And you all spoke really well, and you're under the best hands. And I'm sure that in months and years to come, people would be introducing you on platforms like this and bigger.
Wow, thank you so much. So thank you, Kajal, thank you, Jay, and thank you all my other students who have joined in today for this wonderful program. So I'm sure that we have a lot to hear and learn from Darshita. So over to you, Darshita. We would like to know more about you and we would like to know your story in short here.
Okay. So, BG, thanks for giving the title of Adversity to Opportunity, because till yesterday, I honestly had not seen my life in that perspective. The minute you told me about the title, I was like, yes, I have probably, in my life, gone through some hurdles and turned them into an opportunity. And in short, yes, I would love to share my story, because this dates back to 1980s when I was a young kid, and we had, we started off as a family, nuclear family of four, and at that time my dad was working with somebody. He had a job, and his salary was 2,500 at that time per month.
Okay.
And my mom used to take Hindi and Marathi tuitions to support him.
Okay.
So my dad comes from a very traditional belief system of a Kutchi community. We are Kutchis. So he comes from a very traditional belief system. But my mom, very contrary to that, she was a very broad thinker, and she was a visionary in terms of, like now when I see her sacrifices and her thought process, it is probably of women in this generation who would think like that. But she was very sure that she wanted to send her two daughters, me and my younger sister, to ICSE schools, because she knew that education forms the basis for your entire life. So she, during my admission, and back in the 1980s, it was not very common for people with humble backgrounds and humble beginnings to send their kids to ICSE schools. But she sold off her gold bangles in order to get me in the ICSE school. And
I'd like to take a moment of pause here to all the students out there. As Darshita speaks about the sacrifices that her parents have done to get her the best education, I'm sure, especially Vidhi, you know what sacrifices your parents are doing. Kautik, You know what sacrifices they are doing to you. At this moment, I just want you to say a sincere gratitude, in your mind, and pen down something to your parents today. Maybe 4 or 5 lines, but ensure that you, send it across to them, because Darshita has really brought this aspect outside, and I don't plan anything per se, but just a skeleton is there, and see how beautifully you are bringing out thoughts that can really help our students. So everybody out there, Kajal, Jay, Riddhi, all of you, Nidhi, please write down few lines, 4 or 5 lines, as a thank you note for your parents as your assignment today. Yes, Darshita, please continue.
Yes. So I was very close to my grandfather when I was growing up, my Dadaji. And he used to keep telling me and teasing me that, my dad is the youngest of the 2 elder brothers and 1 elder sister that he has. So he kept telling me that your dad was the most intelligent of all the siblings. And, I really wanted him to be a doctor. But he has one, drawback in him. He's very forgetful. What if he does the operation and he would forget the instruments inside then? So, I told your father, you don't be, you are very forgetful. But it was my dadi and my dada's dream that somebody in the family becomes a doctor. So I
Okay.
had that kind of, burden on me that I had to complete my dada and my dadi's dream also. But my dad kept saying that, do you know kitna padhai hota hai medical mein? Do you know? And because he was very traditional in his thought
Approach.
process, he said that, shadi karke to you are going to go. And what if, they don't allow you over there and everything? So constantly I was, kind of battling ki bahut padhai bhi hai, plus, this was there. And at that time, I never knew that later on in life, times and world will also change, that working women is not going to be so, rare, a combination to find. So I was still confused till I was around 14 years. I was in my 9th standard and I was like, what do I do? What do I do? But wo bolte hai na that, when you ask the universe some questions, they
It answers.
they put you in a situation where answers are given to you. So I was kind of put in that situation, I feel. And while I was growing up, I did not have the perfect set of teeth. In fact, my
Mm.
teeth were so bad that 2 of my corner teeth were jutting out, and I was teased in school. People used to call me Chudel when I used to speak or I used to laugh. And what started off probably as a joke, I did not, take it as a joke. It affected my confidence. It affected my self-esteem so much that I stopped participating in school annual days. I stopped at social and family gatherings. I would not speak to anybody. I started, I was in my shell. And
Mm.
mom, the mother India that she was, she came to know
Yeah,
that
hold on. There's a beautiful thing that you're saying. I'm sure people here have gone through this process where they felt like, they are not up to the mark.
yeah.
So, Vidhi especially, I think, Vidhi, you can speak about it. How did you feel that, when you were also being criticized? You shared with me. So can you just tell like how you felt when you were criticized by your family members, your friends? Yes, Vidhi.
Miss, I used to get little angry, but I used to try to ignore, but then it doesn't happen. So I started writing in a diary, but that diary was caught up by one of my teacher. So she told about that to my parents, and then I got to more listenings also. I had to listen it, and I got angry also, but I literally tried to ignore it.
So unfortunately, Vidhi could not get across, to get the kind of understanding from your mother that you got. And she went through a lot of feelings of low self-esteem and low confidence, where I remember when I asked her one thing, like, you should love yourself. She said, no, I don't love myself. I don't respect myself. I said, why? Because people say that I am a loser. I'm a good for nothing. I can't understand things fast. So this at this particular stage of 2 months back, and then my heart just went out to her, and I said, no, you are a good person. So this is how she's on her journey of discovering herself. And thank you, Darshita, you are actually making her feel, I am sure, that she too can achieve something as you have achieved.
Absolutely.
Isn't it, Vidhi?
Absolutely. I too had a feeling where I felt that if I opened my mouth, I would be teased. I did not love myself honestly, because I used to wish that there were many popular girls in my school who were very good looking. And I was like, God, why am I not like them? Why did you make me like this? And why am I not like them? But trust me, Vidhi, I found answers. It's just that you have to keep your heart open to receive. And trust me, the universe will give you those signals, and you just have to put in your efforts to make sure that you see those signals and opportunities that come your way, and you will be able to bloom and blossom like a flower. I'm very sure of that.
So nice.
Yes.
Yes. And then how did your transformation happen? So your
So,
mom.
I remember
Yeah.
my mom calling, I think one of her friend, and she's like, who is the best dentist in town who can get the teeth straight? And we were still not very well to do at that time. So I remember she took up more students for tuitions, and she would take Hindi Marathi tuitions. And she said, no, I will not, send my daughter to any doctor, but I want the best. So she took me to the best orthodontist there was, and within 9 months my treatment was done, my teeth were aligned. And during the process I did not realize much honestly, but 12th June 2000, in the year 2000, the day when my braces were going to come off, so the dentist told me to sit on the chair, and he said that, today is the final day that your treatment is done, everything looks fine, I'm going to remove your braces. So I was like, okay, sure. He removed my braces and he gave me a mirror. Like, is everything all right? Just have a look. And trust me, BG, when I held that mirror in my hand and I saw my smile, I was like, why did I not like myself? Why did I feel so low about myself? Because the transformation that just alignment of teeth got inside of me, the transformation that came, that day when I looked at myself in the mirror, I had decided that I am going to be the person sitting on that side of the chair, making the person sitting on this dental chair feel like how I am feeling today.
Wow. A huge round of applause, all of you. I'm just putting it on the gallery view, and I want everybody to give in your inputs. What do you think about Darshita? Do you feel aligned with her thoughts, and can you relate to what she went through and the kind of decision that she took at that moment when she knew that she too could be in the opposite chair? Yes, Kajal. I'm sure you identified with that feeling. Can you share it?
Ma'am, I really did that. And ma'am told that how she was criticized for her teeth in the school. I was too criticized for my color, like being that in my school. So I had self confidence पूरा नीचे से आ जाता है. Like at that time, I didn't bother that much. When as the time went by, I become too self conscious about myself related to that. So I just stopped participating in all the elocution comp. Anything that has to be done in front of the class, I just stopped doing that because I just become too self conscious if I go and stand in front of people. What would they think about my color, how I look, and everything just came into my mind whenever I go and stand there. But now when finally I began to realize that I have to be more confident about myself, otherwise nothing is like that. So I'm just trying.
Nothing is
I'm
going to change. Nothing is going to change until you change.
yes,
Until you change the perspective of looking at yourself.
yourself.
Darshita, isn't she beautiful?
She is absolutely.
When she smiles, I mean, it's amazing. It's like a 1,000-volt bulb that's
Yeah.
glowing.
So honestly, when she said about the color, my younger sister too, she was teased about her color. And I know what all she and my mom together have gone through just to get her out of her insecurities in terms of
Mm.
not feeling that about herself. Because trust me, Kajal, only you have the authority to pinpoint your color. The rest of the world can say anything. We can be pink, we can be painted pink, and they'll say, oh my God, you're this color and that color. Only when you allow that sentence to enter yourself will you feel that, and will you resonate with that, and you will allow it to affect you. The minute you decide this is not going to affect me, I am not going to be known as Kajal by color. I am going to be known as Kajal, whatever you want to do in life. So for me, it was, I wanted to be known as Darshita, a holistic dentist, giving beautiful smiles. That's what I wanted to do because I received one and I know the change it made in my life. My sister has found her passion in building amazing buildings. She is an architect right now.
Okay.
So
Wow.
she has found her passion in designing the most beautiful buildings, and she does the outer part, which is I think called. God, I'm a sister of an architect, and I don't know what it's called.
Commercial architect?
Yeah, she's a, so it's a special thing.
Elevation.
Elevation.
There
So
she is. Oh, I forgot to welcome Darshita's family and friends. I'm so sorry. I was so involved into starting the session. So all Darshita's family, friends, fans, all of them who are watching, a big welcome to you. And it's a great fortune for Management Me to have Dr. Darshita with us. When I heard a story yesterday, I said, this is something that the world should know. So I am just, adding my 2 bits to how this story can get across to the world. And I'm sure it's going to go international because I do have friends who are international as well. So everybody must listen to Darshita's story because it is truly inspirational, and the sincerity with which she speaks, I think she touches a million lives by doing that.
yes, so I hope even if the few students who have attended this currently, Jay, Kajal, Vidhi, if a small little spark also tonight that comes in your heart, don't let it go. Don't let it go. Just make use of this evening as that game changer in your life so that you know that if this XYZ person could do it, I am going to be the next XYZ person. I I don't want any of y'all currently over here, whoever is here, to ever feel anything less about yourself. And trust me, I've gone through a lot of that. Even in COVID, there are always ups and downs in our life, right? But
Yeah.
thanks to a couple of people, my life coach, I follow her. Her name is Pooja Puneet, and
Uh-huh. Success
she
gap.
is Success Gyan, yes. So she is a phenomenal speaker. And just after listening to her, I picked up those little broken pieces that come after the responsibility of marriage and children and so many other things. But I haven't, since then, let those aspects govern what Darshita feels today. So there will be a million things that will go wrong outside, in the house, in the society, in your workplace, in your college, in your school. But only you know that you have the power to make yourself okay. And if you're okay, any situation that is happening around you, it's okay. You will deal with it. You will get that power.
So don't let the storms outside create a storm within you, is what
Yes.
she said so beautifully. So we go back to Riddhi here. Riddhi, where are you? I want to take you. Can you? Yes, Riddhi. Riddhi will be sharing her live experience right now.
I'm excited to hear.
You will be shocked at what it is. Yes, Riddhi. Yeah. Shall I? Riddhi is an aspiring chartered accountant, and she's finding it so difficult to, go attempt after attempt. So today was her results, and unfortunately, she has not cleared, but she's still in the spirit. तो क्या है? एक और बार दे देंगे. So failure is never fatal.
Yes.
Correct? So Riddhi, I mean, what is it that you can say from Darshita?
Actually, she started it with the point that her grandfather wanted her to be a dentist,
Ah,
right? It was actually my grandfather who wanted me to be a chartered accountant.
oh,
So very different.
right. So I think our parents and our grandparents do have an intuition, where what we could be.
Yes.
So I think that is one of the signs, as you, Darshita, rightly said, the universe gives you signs.
Yes.
So maybe your grandfather has told you, "ठीक है, लगे रहो." And as I told you, Manasvi Nandu, my very student, has cleared chartered accountancy after 6 attempts. Imagine 6 attempts. आपको 6 तक नहीं जाना है. हमने जो create किया वो सच होने ही वाला है. And definitely you will reach your goal. And today she is the manager of deputy manager of ICICI Bank.
Wow.
So
something.
थोड़ा time लगता है, because I would like to share here that if you try to grow a fern and a bamboo, the fern will grow immediately, like, within 2-3 days, small sprouts will start coming up, but you will not see anything come out of a bamboo shoot. And it takes almost 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years for it to come out. And
then
when it grows, it becomes the tallest grass in the world. So, Riddhi, you will be working in one of the big fours, is what we are saying today.
And I would also like to add over here, whenever there is delay, there is divine delay.
There is divine.
Delay.
Whenever there is delay, there is divine.
So whenever things don't happen according to your time, just trust that you're working according to God's time, and God's time cannot be wrong. So that is divine delay.
Okay.
Yes.
So Riddhi, that was so beautiful. I think you should be writing it down somewhere. So quickly jot it down. So yes, Darshita, that was your story. So after your father told you that how are you going to be a doctor? So what is it? How did you go forward and finally become a doctor?
So finally, when my results came out of the 10th, my dad used to tease me that pass to ho jayegi na, pass to ho jayegi na. And I used to be like, Dad, what the hell? And Tabhi na, in 2001, when my 10th standard result came out, we had this computer, and that time it had started coming on computers. So in the night at around 11:30, we logged in, we put my number and everything, and wo sab aa gaya result. And he's like 85%, and he started jumping. Like I'm sitting here and he's jumping behind because he couldn't believe that my daughter, and my mom kept telling him, see, I told you, you trust your daughter.
He was saying that itna sara marks kidhar se aa gaya?
Yeah, he probably underestimates the women in his family. So when I scored 85, she said, whatever she dreams of and whatever she wants to do in her life, all we can do is lend her that support emotionally and financially, so that we can see her bloom as a flower. And yes, then after that, there was no looking back. I gave my CET. I secured admission in Nasik. So when Bombay and Pune I was not getting, my dad was very reluctant, and honestly even my mom was very reluctant to send me to Nasik, But
Hmm.
the day that we went to Nasik and we saw the college and everything, we had seen a couple of colleges in Mumbai, we had seen a couple of colleges in Pune, but my heart just told me, no, this is the college. And then my dad told me, have you seen outside? There is no, it was on the highway. So Panchwati
Hmm.
is a place in Nasik and it is
Yes, yes,
situated on the Bombay Nasik highway. And he's
correct.
like, there is a highway out, there is nothing around. Are you
Hmm.
sure you can survive here? And I was like, I have to be a dentist, and there is no looking back for me. And even after I secured my admission, he used to call me and tell me that, Beta, whenever you feel low, because I was staying in a hostel and
Hmm.
I'm a girl who has never been outside the comfort zone of my house. So
Hmm.
दूध का glass be, the mom, I mean, my mom or my dad would come and give. In fact, they still give my sister today also. But, but
That was a luxury even I had. My
yes,
mom would just say, Biji, all that I want from you is to study and get good marks.
yes.
Because she wanted to be, studying, but she couldn't even complete her SSC. I think she completed her SSC. And they used to walk 17 miles to go to school. And after coming back from school, we had around 100 acres of land. And my grandfather was a landlord and he had a lot of people working for him. We had farms where we had tapioca, we had coconut and all those things. So there were workers there, and after coming back from school she would have to cook their meals,
Oh,
and that's how she has studied. So she wanted to study further, but then they don't allow women at that time to study because they were around seven children, so I think around five sisters and two brothers. So it was very difficult for them to, I mean, my grandfather didn't want them to study because who will do the housework otherwise?
yes.
Okay, so so he had a battalion children who would do all the cooking and serve his employees. So that
Oh,
was the way. And so she had just this desire to all study. And I remember even in 10th and 12th, I would go to the neighbor's house or I would go to the terrace and I would be sitting and studying alone, and she will bring the tea at the right time, the food at the right time. So you just study. So that was such a luxury that I'm missing even today.
yes. So
She's up there, but she keeps coming.
my mom had the same story. Her dad passed away very young. And yes, at those times, with a single mom, my grandmother did not allow her to study. And today also, somewhere she sees that when her daughters are doing well, a part of her dream is
Coming true.
coming true. So she always encouraged us and she always gave us the platform to just concentrate on our career or our life to make it just better, because at some place I think she saw that if she helps us, she could see that a part of her life she's living with us in doing that what she couldn't really live for herself.
Correct.
So
So at this point, I really feel that when you work on yourself, you are actually
absolutely,
inspiring so many people.
yes,
And I think that is the greatest contribution that each person can do. When
absolutely.
you become an inspiration, you have actually contributed to the world, and you have not done for anything for anyone, but you've done for yourself. That itself is the best gift that you can give the world.
Yes, and it's not called selfish.
It's not called selfish. I wouldn't mind if people would call me selfish. I am selfish because see, I'm getting so much joy speaking to you. I'm getting so much joy that you're sharing this knowledge to all my students, and I'm getting this joy that all your family members are here, and I may maybe get an opportunity to interact with them and know them.
Yes.
So I am blessed, I would say. And yes, let's go further because I think we have around 15, 20 minutes. So let's go forward on your journey on how you actually became a professional and what are the services that you provide and what are the certifications that you have done.
Okay. So I completed my 4 years and I topped. I was the second topper in my college. And
Wow.
yes, I ranked second in the final year. And I took a transfer. So since I was the topper, I was like, now let's go back home. Now I'm
Mm,
missing Bombay.
mm,
So I took a transfer to GDC Mumbai. And later on, in 2010, I finished my graduation in 2009. In 2010, my mom was very hell-bent on sending me overseas. She said, India may, you will not get that kind of respect what doctors get all around the globe. So why don't you think of settling in US? So, but I don't know why. I am a very family person, and I could not forget what they have done for me in the past so many years. So I was like, there is no way I'm leaving you guys and going 1,000 kilometers and miles away to another country just for myself. I was a little naive at that time, because trust me, today I feel that mummy jo bhi bolti hai, she knows the best for you. And I regret so much sometimes that I did not, like, she had all the support. She was ready to give me all the support ki tu ja beta, ji le apni zindagi types, and go to US and settle down over there. But the fool that I was, I didn't make the most of the opportunity at that time. But obviously, better things in store for me here. So I went and I did a course in NYU, that is the New York University. I finished my smile design and my full mouth rehab course. Later on in 2014, I did my laser dentistry course from the Aachen University of Germany. And thereafter there, like, the thirst of knowledge has, wo bolte hain na, wo kuwa kabhi khali nahi hua. That I wanted to keep putting in. I did not pursue my master's, but I knew I wanted to learn from the best minds in dentistry. So I knew my interest lied in implant dentistry. It lied in laser dentistry. And I wanted to bring to our country what people, global leaders in this field were practicing. And most of the leaders have, courses that they conduct and train the next generation of people in their countries and overseas with the latest advancements and technology that is happening in dentistry. So I have year after year upgraded my skill set and my knowledge and kept at par with what is practiced in the Western countries today. And I'm very happy to announce that we at Visaria Dentistry, my husband Manan and me, we are the very few, maybe only 10 in the country who practice the non-invasive jaw alignment, which gives relief from so many symptoms that are not really connected to dentistry as such. For example, migraine or chronic neck aches, cervical spondylitis. So I'm very happy that today, when we provide this kind of treatment, at least there is a relief in terms of pain. There is a relief in terms of the discomfort that, just by popping pills, aapko wo discomfort se relief mil raha hai. But apart from medicine, if, today you can do something that a patient gets relief and kind of reduces the doses of their medicine, I think it's wonderful. And that's what we do at Visaria Dentistry. I would like to share.
One sec, I'll give you the access for sharing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is my screen visible?
No.
Okay, just 1 minute.
There,
Aya?
नहीं क्लियर नहीं है. मैंने तो multiple participants can share simultaneously दिया है. आप share option पे जाइए.
This one.
Yeah. So dear friends, you have seen how Darshita has been very choosy about learning from the best minds, as she rightly put it. And I'm sure if you want to be an expert in your field, if you want to be a pro in your field, if you want to have a niche of customers, then definitely you have to be an expert and learn from the best minds. And that is what we always advocate. Learn your craft, keep learning, because sky is not the limit. So you can go beyond the sky. So learn as much as you can. So here is a presentation. And I think you can go to the slideshow. Yeah, it was seen.
Just 1 second.
Yeah. So Kautik, what do you think about Darshita and what decision are you taking today, if at all something has come to your mind after listening to her inspiring story? Kautik or any of the Management Me students? Or I think there is Deepika here.
Yeah, finally.
Okay.
Yes.
You can go to the slideshow.
Yeah, I have clicked. Is it
So,
visible?
Avni, I would like to read the comments that you have received from, Darshita. Avni
Yes.
has said she's an amazing woman,
Thank you. Thank you.
amazing dentist, and an amazing sister. So, I think that's your sister. And yes, Avni, we have heard your inspirational story too. So, maybe one day I can take you here at the secrets of living a full life. Thank you, Avni, for your inputs. Yes, Darshita, go ahead.
Yes, so that's my family, my parents, my two lovely sisters, my younger brother, my husband, and my amazing kids.
Wow, superb.
So I have shared my story. These are some of my academic achievements. What I
Mhm.
mentioned, NYU and laser dentistry. So also there was this one, I was pregnant with my second baby, and there was this course in Spain. And my husband said, you know, you've got to be kidding me. Like I had a son who was 14 months old, and I was expecting my second baby. And I said, nahi, karna to hai. You come or no, that is your choice. Me and this baby inside me are to going. And I don't know. I mean, he already thinks that, you know, I have some mental issues. But
It's only mad people who change the world.
yes.
Mr. Manan, if you're here, I'm sure right now you will agree to this because I'm sure Darshita must have made you mad.
Yes, yes. So I did. He's a very supportive husband, and he's one of the best fathers I think I've seen. So he's really extremely caring and this thing about my kids, about
Yeah.
our kids, sorry. And he made sure that he takes care of my son where I, you know, go and attend my course. So thanks for fulfilling my dream. One of
Yeah,
my
we need more men like this who will actually support their wives and help them to become better professionals.
yes.
So a huge round of applause to Mr. Manan too.
Yes, thank you. So
Yes.
quickly running through the holistic way. So now there is a holistic way which is possible, which does not only does not treat the teeth problems, but holistically when issues related to the jaw are corrected, automatically the teeth are, you know, kind of sorted as well. So I'm just going to show you a couple of my favorite cases where वो जो feeling आई थी ना मुझे जब भी मैं उस chair पे बैठी थी that I was feeling that ये मुझे feeling देना है किसी को. So this was one such patient. She met with an accident and she lost a couple of her front teeth. And when she came to us, she was looking like this, not talking, holding her hand like this and talking over her mouth. And when we gave her this teeth, her father was more happier because he knew that now he could get her married to a suitable match. Because otherwise, with teeth like this, his only concern was that my daughter is, you know, finding it. I will find it difficult to get a suitable match for her because she's not ready to open her mouth. She's not ready to this, and the reason is pretty obvious why she was not able to. We helped this 57-year-old person. Her name is Varsha Savla. She has been on a Coke and thumbs up diet for more than 37 years of her life. And literally what she consumes is only rice and thumbs up Coke. And see what it had done to her teeth. So again, when
Coke and thumbs up.
Yep, only Coke. Her weight at 57 years was 36 kgs.
What?
Yes.
God. I mean,
And once we gave her teeth, she told us that, you know, now I am able to eat. So actually, nobody would realize that with teeth like that, she was finding it difficult to eat. And because of that, she would resort to something that gave her that energy to survive, probably. So she got addicted to Coke and Thumbs Up and other soft drinks. And that's how she would fill up her stomach. But it really affected her teeth badly. And once we did a full mouth rehab
Yes,
for her,
but the Coke and Thumbs Up has so much of acid in it that
yes,
it actually melts the teeth.
enamel, yes, you can see her teeth. Most of them had melted away. And forget the teeth, what it does to your system inside. She was just 37 kgs, one of the most probably, malnourished 57-year-olds that I had met in my life.
My God. So students out there and everybody watching, please stop having Coke and all those, drinks which has acid level very high. The pH level is very high. So in fact, I have heard that in US and all, they use Coke to clean the toilets. So that's the level of acidity that is there. So please save yourself. Don't let your teeth become like this. Maybe Dr. Darshita will not be able to do a good job if you have lost all.
Yes. This is the one of the other cases where this person was hanging outside the train and a pole hit him. And he
Okay.
was obviously he had a fracture of the jaw and he was not able to open his mouth. And the reason he went to a couple of hospitals and everything, but nobody was, able to probably guide him. When he came to us at 9:30 in the night on a Saturday evening, I think, his mom said he's not able to eat. And when we saw, we were like, he's not able to open his mouth. And how is that happening? So we saw it, his jaw was fractured. The very next day, being a Sunday, we called an oral surgeon. So me, the oral surgeon, my husband is also a dentist. So we repaired his entire jaws. And after 45 days, he was all set to, eat. And this is
Oh,
one of my
wow.
favorite patients. I'm just rushing through because, time
Yes,
is pressing. So this is one of my favorite cases that me and my husband did together. His name is Deepu Jha. He was originally from Orissa and he was working in Mumbai. And he has a condition, genetic condition called as amelogenesis imperfecta, where the enamel is not made on the teeth from birth. So the size of his teeth are so small because there was no enamel. And he had never had roti in his life, never. So
Oh
when
my
he came to us, he said कि मुझे खाली जानना है कि रोटी कैसा टेस्ट होता है. He was living his life on rice,
God.
every single day of his life. So we did his full mouth rehabilitation, and you know what, BG? So we did this almost, I think, in 2012 or 2011. 2 years or something, I think, when he was 25. 2 years, suddenly, one day randomly he calls at the clinic and he says, मुझे डॉक्टर से बात करना है. So me and my husband spoke to him and he said that, अरे डॉक्टर मेरा शादी हो रहा है. So we were like, congratulations. And we were just wondering, okay, congratulations. Like, what else do we say? After 2 years, he's calling us to give this news. So I said, congratulations. And we are so happy to know who's the girl and everything. So then he said, actually, मैंने आपको फोन ये बोलने के लिए किया है कि एक ही मीटिंग में वो लड़की ने मेरे को हाँ बोल दिया. So we said, that's great, very nice. And he said कि मैम पता है वो लड़की ने मुझे क्या बोला? So I said, क्या बोला? He said, मुझे आपका स्माइल से प्यार हो गया.
अरे वाह वाह वाह, superb. So truly the smile designer.
Yes. So
And
that
yes,
is
I
the
used to call
feeling.
myself a life designer. So we have a lot of designers here.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So are we ready to have a better quality of life? Are we ready to enhance our self-esteem? And are we ready to boost our self-confidence? So just running through some of the conditions that people are suffering from that are non-dental related. So headaches, frequent neck and shoulder pains, vertigo, dizziness, sleep apnea, chronic fatigue. So what we can see here is there is asymmetry in the body. And when asymmetry in the jaw happens, because your jaw happens to be the only bone in your body that is a movable one-piece bone connecting your right to the left side. So the alignment of that bone is extremely crucial in deciding whether how the body, number one, balances and whether your entire body is in perfect alignment or not. So these are the three areas where usually aches and pains can happen. Number one is the bone, other is the muscle, and the third is the nerve part of it. So now we have an answer to these problems. This is my mentor, Dr. Maria Silak. She's from Budapest, Hungary. She has come up with this entire smilist concept, which helps you place your lower jaw in its most symmetrical position and give you the much relief that you need from the various aches and pains that are affecting your body. So we live in a look good and feel good era, and there are several ways to improve your quality of life, transform your look, and stay fit with the help of smilist physicians like me and my husband, Dr. Manan. So it's called a bioengineering. I'm not going to go too much into the and aspect.
Yeah.
This is how we do, and non-invasive because you just have to wear a positioner. It's called a positioner. It's an appliance that is worn between your upper and lower teeth. And let me just jump to the benefits. So once you align the jaw and you align the muscles, what do you expect to see? So that's Rupa Muralyar. At the age of 45, she came to us with a history of chronic headaches. She had a TMJ clicking. She had pain while opening her mouth, and she had disturbed sleep. Now, her son also told us that during COVID, the situation of the house was such that, she was in the house, and because of these aches and pains, she was really not able to kind of move out of her house and this thing. Now she had become so used to living in the house that she would prefer living in the house all for vegetables and everything. She would not probably make an effort to also go out and even interact with family members. After our alignment treatment that we did, her aches and pains went away. The chronic headache she had, the TMJ pain and clicking she had, the sleep issues that she had.
Darshita, 1 second. I think people don't know what is TMJ.
So
they
that
probably would be suffering
jaw
also
joint.
from it, but are not aware of it.
So TMJ is the temporomandibular joint, is basically your jaw joint. So how we have a shoulder joint, we have a jaw joint. That's how our mouth can open and close. So we did the treatment and she came to us, I think after 45 days or so. And I remember I took her inside we have a waiting area. I took her inside and her son called me out. And her son said, like, what have you done to my mom? So I was like, what happened? Her pain has not gone. She said, no, forget the pain. Now she is so excited. She gets ready and she goes out of the house. She meets her friends. She meets, different people. And people also started complimenting her because you can see the change in her facial symmetry. The person on the left has a more rounded and a square face. And the moment she started feeling youthful, when a slight symmetry of the face happened, she said, even she told me that, family members are asking me that, have you lost weight? Tumne chehre ko kya kiya hai that, you're looking. And with the compliments that she received from her family, the acknowledgement that she received was so amazing what it did to her confidence that she started stepping out. She started getting ready. She started looking forward to her days. So, that's what really, we can do when we do our work right with full honesty and I mean
dedication.
That's Arhan, a football player. At the age of 15, we noticed that, his posture. So he was playing a good game, but he was not, वो क्या बोलते हैं लीड में जो आगे जाके जो गोल मारते हैं, they have some particular name to it. So he said, मैं वो नहीं बन पा रहा हूँ. And we saw his posture, and this is a patient from Hyderabad. We had visited Hyderabad. So this is a patient from Hyderabad, and when we saw his posture, we said, let's get this treatment done. And this is exactly 1 month after the black t-shirt picture is exactly 1 month after our treatment. And he gave us a call and he messaged, like I'm in touch with his mom. So his mom also told me that he's playing the game much better and he's sleeping much better. He's keeping his mouth closed when he's sleeping. And when we spoke to him, he said, I did not know during this treatment, honestly, that I'm going to play a better game, or I'm just going to, in general, feel more energetic to play a better game. But something has happened inside of me that, makes me play the game better. And that's nothing but the muscle alignment that you can see. When your posture is right, when your muscles in the body are in perfect symmetry. I mean, God has made our body to last 100 years, honestly.
True.
And if we take care of it, if we take care of our posture, we take care of, our muscles and everything, I mean, the results can be phenomenal. And this is my last case that I will show. So this was, actually, she's a wife of a doctor. And when she came to us, she's extremely petrified of dentists. So whenever she comes, she take like a break of 1 or 2 years, and when it's ekdam matlab jaan pe aa gaya hai types, then only she'll visit us. So this case my husband had done, and he told her that see, I mean, in general, when we do the teeth treatment and everything, we also want to help the person when the person is not feeling well. Now, she is a professor in a very big college, and apart from her teeth issues, there were some other issues that my husband noticed and told her that, let's give this, treatment a try. And if you will see, she's wearing the same t-shirt, the same earrings, in the same sitting. Can you see the difference in her chin?
Yes.
So can you see the difference in the posture of her head, where it is up in the first image? And in the second image, it's so perfectly aligned. It's in the center.
Correct.
So that's the magic muscle symmetry and posture with the help of placing your lower jaw in its most symmetrical position. That's what it can do for you.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
I mean, this is really information to me. I never knew about something like this. And I'm so glad that you're here, So there will be many other people who have been ignorant as me to learn about these things. We don't even think that, I mean, not in my wildest dreams have I ever thought that the jaw could mean so much to a person's body and aches and symmetry and all those things. So wonderful, wonderful.
Yes. So improve the posture, improve body functions, enhance muscle function, and improves nerve conduction. So that's what we do. In sports enthusiasts, jaw alignment helps a lot. In people who have, they are probably on the camera. And nowadays we see, not apart from the
One sec. I'm stopping you here. We have a few minutes left, but this actually caught my eye because of 2 words. One is management, add a me to it, and instead of add, write school of confidence, and that is what we are.
Yes.
So very rightly said, I mean, you are helping people to believe in themselves, to build their confidence through dentistry. And we at Management Me School of Confidence are here doing the same, but yes, through mentoring and through trainings.
Yes. So once, you feel like in your body, you're so comfortable, you receive the knowledge also most comfortably. So today, if, for example, I'm living in, just a random example, I'm having neck ache and I'm coming for your class, I am sitting there and I'm listening to you, but a part of me is in pain. A part of me is not really able to absorb that knowledge because a part of my attention is there towards the pain. Now, what happens is when we join hands together, we make sure that the body is perfect and you make the mind perfect. So this can go hand in hand.
Definitely.
Yes, and we are looking at brighter futures for our next generation, right? Like there are so many students here, and I'm sure, if anyone, not the people who are attending here, but anyone, if at this age, when you have any aches and pains that you really don't know, where is the solution, and you're just popping in painkillers, and a part of you is not, your mind is not able to concentrate on your study or your work or whatever. So that alignment, along with the alignment that management me gets to you, I'm sure then it's gonna be like a rocket that's just gonna like fly in the sky.
True. I think we're done with the
Yes, I am
PowerPoint,
done.
so you can stop sharing.
Yes.
Wow. So Visara Dentistry is at Arihant Shop Owners Association behind RNA Continental, Subhash Nagar, Chembur. Chembur is a little far for us, but definitely I am going to visit you whenever I come to Chembur, and all the students out here. Do we have any other branches on this towards the suburbs or at Bandra?
I think I'm going to manifest it very quickly.
Superb. So great. And I'm sure with this particular session that we have at least given our inputs about dentistry. I really feel proud that, I have learned so much from this session. So it's really great to have had you. And I would like to take a few questions very quickly from the audience if they have any. So everybody can come on screen. Let us see a beautiful faces. Shashi, Riddhi, Vidhi, Kautik, Bharat.
So, BG, Sashi is a part of Pooja Puneet's tribe, and she was personally coaching me. She is my big sister. In our tribe, we associate each other as sisters, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
is my big sister. Sashi, would you like to say something? In fact, she came last Tuesday as a visitor as well.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm so happy to have you.
So, Sashi, do you want to say something? Do you want to unmute and Sashi, you're still on mute. Does the admin have the authority to this thing, or she can unmute herself?
She can unmute herself.
Acha, perfect.
Uh,
So, do you want to say something? Do you want to unmute?
yes. Hi, Viji. Hi, Darshita.
Thank you.
I am
Hi.
first of all. Oh, really?
I
I
think
can
you
hear
are
you.
echoing because दो चीजें चालू होंगी.
I think I did this. Can,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's
can,
fine.
can you hear me? Yes.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
Perfectly.
Okay.
Perfectly.
First of all, I'm so proud of you, Darshita. Uh, oh, is really? One sec.
I think we can take somebody else by the
Yeah,
time
we can
she
take
comes
somebody
back.
else in the meantime.
Yes, Kautik, Mr. Bharat, Kajal or Jay, any of you having
Mr.
questions
Bharat
for?
is very emotional, so he probably is going to take some time to kind of unmute. Gonna still be registering what just happened.
Is your
Because
dad?
he's not seen this. Yeah, he's my dad. He's not
Oh,
seen
I'm
this
so,
side
I'm
of
so
me.
happy, sir, that you're here. We are so very proud of Darshita.
Dad, do you want to unmute and say something?
Yeah, 1 minute. I'll come in the light. I'm a little bit in the dark.
Yeah, we can see you, but
First of all, I'm so lucky to have 2 daughters, and one is, of course, a dentist, and another is architect. She is with me. We are just returning home. And Darshita, excellent. This is how I've seen you many times speaking, but this story I just really love.
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, and do
very
bless,
well, very well
bless all of
conducted.
us.
Yeah. And I'm really hopeful that, this her session will be knowledgeable, and it is great for all of us.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful to all of you. Kalpa, can you just on this? What happened here? Yeah. Huh. Suddenly something got stuck. Thank you, Bharatji. हमने बहुत मजा आवी. If you can understand Gujarati.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sashi,
Thank you
have
so
you
much.
got your network back?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So whom are we taking? Kush we are taking, or?
Yes. Sorry,
Okay,
I lost network in the last 1-2 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
You
Yeah.
can speak from mine.
Yes. You had to ask, you wanted to ask me some question?
No. Like just you can tell your experience, or if you have any question, or if you want to say something to the young minds over here who are listening to us so keenly, precious 1 hour that they have spent with us.
I will just like to add one thing, what Darshita had said earlier, just because that runs very close to home to me. Something about skin color, I think somebody was talking about, and
Yes.
this.
Yeah, I thought
So I have been, I'm a dark skin girl. I'm very, very dark. It has been a process for me also to come from a part where I used to be called Black Crow in my school.
Exactly the same words that was called to me. Blackie and Crow was what I was called as. Exactly the same words.
And coming to today, where I personally want to be identified not with my skin color, but I want to be identified as everything that describes me, that includes my skin color. So
Correct.
I proudly, and believe me, it's been an entire process in life for me to reach this point in life also. And I've obviously had the, the support of my sister. Matlab, just one story to add, in spite of this entire journey, there are not some days that I don't have self-doubt and I reach a point where I wonder, if this was the right, I wonder if this growth has even happened. But just a small incident about a year back, me and Darshita and our whole family, we were traveling together, and we got into an uncomfortable situation in the aircraft where somebody in my adult life, I'm in my 30s, and somebody in my 30s, we got into a argument with each other, and she started screaming, calling me Kali, and started telling me such horrible things.
This was a passenger from an aircraft, a passenger who was sitting in front of us. Started just randomly, because we kept our bags near her bags, just started randomly yelling at her.
And for no reason, for no reason, it affected me also. So in spite of this journey where today I know I want to be identified with every aspect that, defines me. But obviously there will be parts of life or whatever, like that incident, like, in your adult life, someone saying that or whatever, and it affecting you for days after that, shows you that, sometimes makes you feel that, has my growth even happened? Have I accepted myself? And all of that. But I think this process of self-growth is always it's always a never-ending journey, but you need people like my sister. My sister supported me, like at that time, even though मैं थोड़ी ढीली पड़ गई और मैं तभी कुछ बोल नहीं पाई, and otherwise मैं तो मतलब I am a very गुंडी type person. तो कोई मुझे बोल के नहीं जाए, but उसने वो चीज बोला, and I was not able to say something back. But the support system of my sister, that she took over the conversation and screamed the hell out of that person and said, "How dare you!" So
शेरनी बन गई थी.
Yeah. She will fight with the world for me. I know that. So basically, you need extremely strong, make sure you surround yourself with people who truly support you and love you, and people who don't identify them in your life or whatever, and make sure they're not putting you down in your daily life. Like, surround yourself with positive people who make you proud of every part of you being you.
True, very true. Because I remember when, I came to a state when I said, I'm not going to bother about log kya kahenge or what will people say. Whenever anybody would call me like that, I said, hum kale hai to kya hua, dilwale hai. And then, the first time that I felt that I was beautiful was when this fifth standard students would look at me and say, ma'am, you're so beautiful. And I would wonder, ye kya ho gaya? Aise kaise bol rahe? Everybody calls me Kali and I'm not up to the mark. But these children would look at me with such wide eyes, and say, ma'am, you're so beautiful. I said, main kuch galat kiya kya? Kya hai? Kuch samajh mein nahi aata hai. But then that is the point when I started recognizing my beauty and I started acknowledging my own self. And I think change begins from there.
Yes.
So whatever somebody thinks, I'm too precious to be hurt by your words, is what I say.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm sure we can go on and on for hours together
I am
talking
sure.
about this.
And women talking. Women
Self-growth
love
is-
discussing.
Yes.
Love discussing. And I think what women should do is instead of jo generation se chale ja raha hai, where we put down other women and we will always be so judgmental towards women. I think now the generational change should come where we uplift women. Like if you
Correct.
see something wrong in a woman, don't find the need to say it out loud or whatever. You don't know what is going on in her life. Like
Correct.
don't find a need to criticize someone or whatever. Like find the harder route of not saying something. Don't
True,
bring
true.
someone down. If you can, uplift them or don't say anything at all.
So let's co-elevate each other. This was
Yes.
the term that was given to me by Ali Watson. She is the PR head of Mind Valley. If you know the Mind Valley organization,
Yes, yes.
where I feel that my management me should reach that level of Mind Valley.
Yeah,
So I had the opportunity of meeting Ali Watson at one of the trainings at Miami. And I was there at Miami and it was such a phenomenal thing. So I do have it on my YouTube channel as well. I'll send you the link. So you can just go through it. So she says in our organization, we brought about this term, which is called as co-elevation, where each one lifts the other up and there is nobody high, nobody low, all are at par with one another and we grow as a family. So that's one word which I keep using every time. Let's go elevate one another. And it has been such a beautiful discussion. So I do want my students to share their inputs and ask their questions, if any, for the remaining 5 minutes that we have. So Kautik, I am expecting, Kautik, is there a question that you have or a sharing? Because I'm sure you also must have gone through what each of us went through right now. Being criticized for what we are or what we are not.
Yeah. So everybody, nice to hear you, ma'am. Dr. Darshita, it was really a good pleasure for me to hear you and your family. I would really like to say that I would come to your place one day for my dental treatment because I'm having a lots of problem with my teeth.
Most welcome, Kautik.
BG man knows that because I'm a very problematic person with my teeth. Because that is the only pain that hurts me because I'm not scared of any damn pain. That is the only pain that is irritable to me.
Yeah.
Like the way, as you all shared the problems that you have gone through and you go up. So according to me, as what BG ma'am have taught me and still the time I am being with her, I have realized some specific small particles or moments of life. That is when you think something that has to be thought and that has to be a specific aimed topic. Suppose you aim at a specific thing, you can do wonders. Let it be thousands of obstacles coming and obstructing your way. But if you have the specific amount of aim that we have to reach this place, you're going to definitely reach that place.
Right now, Kautik, where
Yes,
are
ma'am.
you aiming to reach? Make the declamation right now.
I am aiming to reach.
Chalo.
I am aiming to reach at a person where I become a beautiful and a wonderful coder, and I achieve at least. I have an aim of earning at least 1 crore rupees in a month. I
Tatastu.
achieve that.
Tatastu. So be it.
Thank you.
So be it.
My friend.
So be
So
it.
be it. So be it. Management me presents, and I after management me reference to become a millionaire in a month. Thank you.
So, Kautik, I would like to give you a small piece of advice that I personally did in my life. I wrote down my goals,
Right.
and every month, okay, every month to achieve that. So when you say, no, you want to earn 1 crore, I'm just giving that as an example.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
If
ma'am. I
you have
understand.
to earn 1 crore, is it possible overnight? It's
Yes, it's
not.
possible.
So
I can do it.
I'm sure it's possible. I'm sure it's possible. But
Yes.
you need to just make sure that you have this entire plan. You need to dream, yes. You need to keep your goal, but you need to chalk out a plan that Monday to Friday, from January to December, what shall I do that at the December 2024 example or 2023, whenever,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the way that you need to, what are the steps that you need to follow? So break them into smaller steps and make sure every week you achieve those goals first, then your monthly goals, and then you will be able, your 3 monthly goals, 6 monthly goals, and then you can achieve your yearly goal. Because one or whichever XYZ amount that you have in your mind, if currently you're not earning even 50% of it, then you need to kind of make bits and pieces of how you need to get there. You need to make a
Yes.
roadmap, and
Absolutely.
I'm sure if you dream big, you will definitely achieve big, just by believing in yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
सोच
Just,
के भी
ma'am,
पैसा बना सकता है, कौतिक, सोच के भी पैसा बना सकता है. तो अभी का अभी आप सिर्फ 7 दिन का मुझे बोलो, just a random figure. Don't tell me big figures, but just tell me a random figure that's coming to your mind कि एक हफ्ते में मेरे हाथ में इतना पैसा होगा. कुछ भी हो सकता है वो.
20K.
So 20K in your hands in 7 days.
Okay. And
Right?
for that, I'll make sure that I'll give my 100% to earn that 20K.
Yeah, so you'll have to break down that 20K into small parts and see what skill or what quality of yours is going to achieve that target.
Yes, for sure.
Okay?
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank
Wonderful.
you, Darshita, ma'am, for giving us such a wonderful blessings. It's off to you. Thank you.
Yes. Jay, would you like to say something?
Yeah, sure. So yes, ma'am, thank you for being today, and we learned about what challenges you faced, how you went through it, and yeah, it will also help us to face challenges in our life. And to face a challenge, we need to get through it step by step and to get for success. So yeah.
God bless you, Jay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now I would want everybody to come together and give Darshita a big thank you for having been here. So I think we can all make this on the screen.
How nice. So sweet. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you, BG, for inviting me to this platform. I'm
One
truly...
sec. I think somebody wants to say something. Yes, go ahead. Zoom user is written, so I don't know what your name is.
That's Shashi.
Shashi. Yes, Shashi, go ahead.
Hi, I'm there now. Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Darshita.
Thank you so much for attending, Shashi. It means a lot.
It was so beautiful to see you here. Vijay, you're doing an amazing job to have Darshita here, because
Thank you.
she has to go many more places. This is the beginning, and which has happened today. And she is such a beautiful person. And today, after seeing all her credentials, the kind of complicated cases she's been handling, both of them, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I think so many people need that smile, what you're saying, which you're having constantly on your face, And I can see your sister, like you need a rock solid sisters with that.
And I have two. The other one is Avni.
Okay.
She is my cousin sister.
Hi.
So my real sister and my cousin, they both are my pillars of strength.
We are each other's pillars.
Even you too, even you too.
Thank you, Shashi, for that inputs.
She's growing like anything, and it shows on her face. It shows on her confidence, and that's all. Everything it radiates from you. And I wish you lots and lots of success, Darshita. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, Sashi. Thank you, Sashi.
Yes, Avni, you were saying something?
I was saying we are each other's pillars.
Yes.
We,
And I
we
think
pull each other up whenever one is
Yeah.
down.
So nice. I think if, every woman thought of having at least one support, because women can understand women better than men.
Yes.
So, at times, like, when we are very irritated, if you just speak to somebody who understands you, then I think half our problem is solved.
Absolutely.
And that listening that we get from women, we can't get from anywhere else. So to all the beautiful women out there, support one another. And this has also been the policy of the International Women Parliament. So I also wish that, Darshita, when we go to London next year, you will also be a part of the International Women Parliament and share our inspiring stories there and be inspired from all the amazing women out there. So thank you, Dr. Namita Gimire, for having given me an opportunity to be an iconic international woman. So she is the one who started the International Women's Parliament and is working towards empowerment of women.
Wow.
So it's an amazing journey that we have had today in the morning from 9:30 till now. We are a little late, but I'm sure it was worth the wait. So thank you all. The students of Management Me School of Confidence, the personality development students, the public speaking students, and the professional development students, all those who have been here and given your valuable time. I'm sure that this was a wonderful opportunity for each and every one of you to know more about this inspirational woman, the one and only Dr. Visaria, Dr. Darshita Visaria. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Gratitude.
God bless you. And I see myself do one more session with you when you have opened your clinic at the suburbs. Stay blessed. Shivaratri. Thank you all. Thank you, family and friends, for being here and supporting Darshita. God bless you all and stay tuned and do keep watching our YouTube channel, which is named as Vijay Tushar. And every Wednesday, we are live on the secrets of living a full life. We have started the leadership series with Dr. Darshita and looking forward to bring to you many more inspiring men and women who would help you to grow higher and higher in your success journey. Stay blessed. I win when you win. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.